that you have music on, whatever music you want. Make sure that you have your mat and your water. You've gotten whatever prepared that you need to. And go ahead and lay down on that mat, alrighty? Go ahead and lay down on your mat. Yeah. And I want you just to anchor down onto that mat. Like just feel the contact points of your body on that mat. Right, relax, completely relax. And I just want you to focus in on your breath. I've been doing a lot more work just in different spaces on how healing our bodies, we heal our minds. And obviously it can go the other way around too, heal the mind, heal the body. But when you're looking at different approaches, I really honestly, for me anyway, the space of how we heal our bodies has been largely neglected. And paying attention to how our body feels. And this is partly one of the things I just love. Hey, Jill. I love is that we have an opportunity. I think Pilates has been really instrumental for me, just in paying attention to how you feel and what is happening in your body, and allowing some of this to heal spaces in you that you need. So really focus on your breath for a moment. Let your body just sink down into that mat, right? Relax completely, connect with your breath. So you're closing your eyes, and I want you just to feel your breath. Right? Feel the movement of the rib cage. Remember, it's that posterolateral breath work. So we're breathing in through the nose, and we're feeling the expansion of the rib cage right out, visualizing like an accordion. So the rib cage is moving straight out to the side. And then as you exhale through that open mouth, relaxed jaw, that forced exhalation, you want to hear that. Nobody else is around you and you're muted, so you can, right? Get that forced exhalation out there. And then make sure that you are just really feeling how that is, right? Just that exhalation, opening the ribs, the movement of the bones and the muscles in the rib cage as you open, and as you close, feeling the contraction. You feel your core engage. You feel the muscles tighten up. That's what that means, right? The connection of the core, the tightening of those muscles. And then as you breathe in, keep those core muscles tight, opening the ribs, and as you exhale, right, really feel that connection. Connect with your breath. Right in the center of you here. This is what this is all about, right? How are you feeling in your core and in your chest? Is there any heaviness? Is there any stress or tension? How can you really open up the spaces of your body and paying attention to your core there? All right, we haven't done this here in this space yet, I don't think. So I want you to think about what we're gonna do is we're gonna breathe into the right side. So into your right rib cage, I want you to focus your breath into that side. So you're really pushing the rib cage and opening that lung more predominantly and feeling the movement back in. Now I know it does take practice, it does take work, it does take mindfulness, really being present with yourself. So feel more of the movement. Obviously, you can't completely isolate into your left, but feel more of your movement into your right. Focus that breath, focus that movement. If there's any areas in your body where you're feeling the stress, you want to think about releasing that out in your breath. Feel the rhythm, even hear your breath work, right? Hear the movement of the ribs. All right, now you're going to shift that breath work over into the left. And I'm being quiet because I am wanting you to pay attention to feeling that body and to listening to your breath work, right? So open that left side now. Really bring that focus and attention in. Beautiful. All right, now you're going to switch your breath into your back, right? That rib cage, you can visualize it comes all the way around to your spine. So on your spine there and with the rib cage and back, now you breathe into your back. For me, something that helps with this is I'm really drawing my shoulder blades down towards my hips, stabilizing through that shoulder girdle, and then really focusing on the breath into the back, right? This is that fullness of breath. And so often we're shallow breathing into our chest. We want our diaphragm involved. We want our whole core involved. We're releasing stale air that's at the bottom of our lungs. We are pulling up more oxygenation into the whole system. And obviously that helps with brain function. It helps with releasing disease. It helps with releasing tension. There's so much about this. It's so important, so important. So are you feeling the intercostals open on your back? Are you feeling the encouragement of the rib cage to move on your spine all the way there? This is where I'm just depending on you, that your focus is on your body. You're really paying attention to these things. Okay. Bring it back into that front. And now we're going to get that body into alignment. Okay. So toes up to the ceiling. Reach your heels away from you. You feel your calf on the floor on the mat, and then come up to your hips. The bony points of your pelvis are nice and flat. You have a small space under the small of your back, and you feel your sacrum nice and wide and flat. Core is engaged. You're continuing your breath work throughout the whole class. Rolling the shoulders up, back, and down, and palms up to the ceiling, reaching your fingertips down towards your heels. Right? So you feel your shoulder girdle now. And then you feel the back of your head, but your neck is nice and long, so there's no creases in your neck. And you're lengthening through the crown of your head and through your tailbone. Feel those contact points. Connect with your breath. I'm going to ask you a quick question here. Is it hard for you to rest into this position and to sink into this breath work because you feel like you need to be doing more? Or are you allowing yourself to slow down enough to pay attention to that breath and that body space? Is it hard for you to do that? Is it hard for you to slow down into it? I'm laughing because it's hard for me. Like, it has been a work in progress to really be able to slow down and pay attention. So I hope you are able to do that. If you're not, stay there anyway. Keep working at it. Love you. All right, you ready? Let's go into that cervical nod. So chin to chest, look at those toes and bring it down. So many times, I know for me, I thought that you got to just keep moving, keep doing, keep going in order for there to be success. But the balance is you've got to rest and slow down and be intentional. So you're going to be present with your body in the next few minutes as we do this. You're going to work where you need to work. One more time on that chin, and now chest lift. When you're ready, exhale, come up and pull it back down. Exhale as you come up, inhale down. Now remember, your contraction is happening right underneath your rib cage, right? The upper portion of your rectus abdominis. You're looking at your toes as you come up. If your head or neck are bothering you, your hands are gently going to come behind your head, and you're going to push your head down into your hands, releasing the neck and still keeping the energy and the focus right underneath your rib cage. Good. Last one. As you come down, go right into snow angel arms, up overhead, exhale, come back down. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep going. As you're doing that, you're thinking about your shoulder girdle being nice and strong. Shoulder blade down toward that hip. Keep it there. As you come up overhead, you keep the rib-hip connection. Your rib is down, right? Connected to your hip means your core is engaged. That's what it means. So as you come up with your arms, you're not disengaging your whole core and letting your muscles of your core completely flop, right? You're keeping them tight. Good. All right, hold those arms overhead when you get there, and then come up to the ceiling and down to the hip. Inhale overhead, up and press down. You've got to use that resistance, guys. You've got to create the resistance so you feel the contraction of the muscle that's under your shoulder blade, your serratus. Press down. Inhale. And you've got to keep those shoulders down and the rib down as you come overhead, because you're keeping that tight core. This is all about the control in the center. And then hold your arms right up overhead. When you get there, we're going right to arm reach. Let your shoulders fall heavy on your mat. Soft elbow, reach the right hand to the ceiling and come back down. Lift your left hand and come back down. Now think about it. Are you going right hand and then left hand? One at a time. So you're moving from the scapula, right? If you can see from my back, it's a movement of your shoulder blades. That's why soft elbow, but all the movement in the shoulder blades. So we're stretching that upper postural muscle. You guys know this. Keep going. Make sure if you need anything, you unmute and you say something, right? I have you on speaker mode, like I said, so that on Facebook, if they see me, when you talk, they'll see you, but that's okay if you want to mute yourself. Or if you want to unmute and put your video off. Good. Or chat in the chat box. I just want to make sure we're connected in that. So I want to be able to help you there if you need anything. All right. Balance out. Bring those arms down. Right into leg slide. Right heel in and press away. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale away. Draw that heel in. You make sure you're scraping your heel on your mat, keeping it low. Engage the hamstring as you pull your heel in. Right? The hammy tightens up and then press away. Exhale, inhale. And as you reach your heel away, you're creating as much length as you possibly can, right? You got it. Pull that heel in, reach, reach, reach. Come on. All right, balance out. And then you're going to use right into that 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock in your pelvis, right? Draw your 6 o'clock forward, keep your legs long and release. Draw that lower back toward the mat and then release. Lower back toward the mat, pulling your 6 o'clock forward and then 12 o'clock. Now you're feeling the nice connection right down low. So right, if you walk your fingertips below your belly button, you feel that muscle contracting. So the more you do this, what you're gonna feel is actually, because you're more intentional, you know how to work your body more, it's actually gonna get harder. So if you're feeling that, you're good, it's okay. Keep paying attention to the intentionality of your body though. That's where the increase comes, but it's also the safety. And the more you progress in that, when I'm keeping it working kind of in a middle space and you need more, you need to get your energy up, you need to advocate for yourself and you need to do that. So if you feel like I'm going too slow, ramp it up. Ask me for modification if you need to. I'm going to keep it safe and I am going to keep it kind of in that middle space. I'll up it up and give examples there. But knowing that I'm on Facebook Live, I'm also wanting to make sure that I am keeping people safe. Okay. All right. Last, balance it and then come. You're nice and neutral in that pelvis. 3 and 9 o'clock, hip crest bones. Feel this in your heels as well. So drive your 3 o'clock straight up to the ceiling. That same heel is pressing into the mat, come center. Drive that 9 o'clock straight up and come center. So you are only moving from your pelvis here, but you feel the connection in your heels. And it's a puppet string straight up. So your butt cheek doesn't leave the mat. We're not rocking. It's a straight up and straight down. You've got to create the tension, the push and pull on your hip crest bones. And you feel this in your lumbar spine. Your lower back is off the mat the entire time because you've got your 6 o'clock in neutral. So oftentimes when I'm seeing this in class with people, I notice that they've got their 6 o'clock pulled forward, so their lower back is on the mat. You've got to keep those bony points nice and flat and work up and down on the hip crest bones. So you've got to go pay attention. Are my hip crest bones, are the bony points in my pelvis flat? Is the lower back off the mat? When I'm reaching up and down, am I keeping contact with my butt cheeks, right? Your glutes. All right, balance out and then hold it back neutral. Find that beautiful length. Draw both heels in. Fist width between your knees and your feet. Now pay attention. Are your knees touching or your feet touching? The answer is no. You've got a fist width between those because your knees are right out from your hip crest bones and your heels are right out from your sits bones. Now pick your toes up. Play them out, like spread those toes wide. Feel the ball of your foot, feel the arch lift, and then feel the middle of your heel. Good, set your toes down gently. Keep the connection, that kinesthetic awareness at the feet, and lift your hips right into a neutral bridge. Lift that 6 o'clock to the ceiling. You're resting on your shoulder girdle. Please make sure your weight is on your shoulders. That's really important. Lengthen through your knees and press into that big toe. Good. Big toe, middle of your heel. That engages right into your inner thigh, your adductor. All right, finish up, and then we're going to take it to an articulation bridge. So draw the 6 o'clock forward, lower back goes to the mat, peel 1 vertebrae at a time up off your mat. Again, you're resting on your shoulders. Draw your 6 o'clock forward from the top, roll it all the way down. So depending on your comfortability here, you can move this a little bit faster with some smoothness, or you might need to keep it slower and just really feel 1 vertebrae at a time pick up, and then place back down. Good, roll it up. 1 vertebrae at a time, girls, come on. 1 at a time, and then place 1 at a time back down. Make sure your butt cheeks don't hit the mat before your lower back. Love you. Take it down, rock that pelvis to neutral. Bony points of your pelvis are nice and flat. Drop your knees to the right. Exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. So we're getting through that core, making sure we're warm. Now I'm engaging here through your oblique, right? Your waist, your sides. As you draw your knees back to center, you're engaging your obliques. Use your obliques to draw your knees back to center. And when you come back center, make sure you're neutral. Your knees and your legs are neutral. They're not touching. We get so used to mobility that we don't pause in intentionality. So I want you to pause in intentionality as you come center, right? Keeping that neutral. Finish up and hold it back to the center and take that right leg up. Let's give it a nice stretch. So this is a gentle stretch. You're holding above or below your knee joint. Flex and point that foot. You got it. And then circle around. Good. Feeling good? And then go the other direction with that ankle. Take it in, switch sides. Good. Do you have more flexibility in one leg or the other? Flex and point. Good. How about range of motion in your foot? Circle around. And go the other way. Seriously, if you have any questions, comments, you need to let me know, okay? Hold, pull it in, and release. Bring it all the way down. Bring those knees back into a nice bent position. All right, take those arms up and over. Draw the shoulder blades down. We're going to take it right into a partial roll up and down. Good. Exhale up. Inhale down. Protect your neck again. Any bad pain in the neck, you're going to keep your hands gently behind your head, but your energy right in your core. We're going to add leg length here, okay? So right leg and bring it in. Here are your different options, right? You can keep the legs down. You can extend one leg at a time. Or we're going to go right into both legs. Upper body stays down low. We're not going up high here. Keep it low. Just like in a chest lift, work extension, bring it down. Inhale. Good. Hold it up there. Hold it up there. Good. Hold, hold, hold. Now, bend those knees and come right into shelf. Hips are neutral. Watch your head if you need your head back down on the mat or you want to hold it. We're going to go right into hundreds. So palms are up. Your movement's going to come from your shoulders here. Okay, so it's inhale 5, opening those ribs, and exhale 5. So the movement of your arms is meant to sabotage the stability of your core. Here's your other option to extend your legs up at a high diagonal. Come on, you can do it. Are you moving from the shoulder? Hips are neutral. Are your ribs moving as you're breathing? I want you to finish up and draw those knees in. Woo! Should have felt that in your core. All right, draw those knees right back into your shelf position. So again, remember with this position, knee directly over your hip. You're 90 degrees at your hip joint, 90 degrees at your knees. Look, is that where you are? You can look because I can't. All right. So you're nice and neutral. Your pelvis is neutral. So the lower back is up off the mat. We're going to go right into femur arc. So you're going to drop from the hip, the heel to the floor. Inhale at the top. Exhale as you go down and up. All right. So you're working lower portion. You ready? Option is to take your legs up at a high diagonal. Use that core. Keep going. You got it. And if you're on Facebook watching, I have it open over here. So if any comments or questions, please feel free to put that in on the chat as well, because I can see it. I can read it. Kind of fun to have that technology, isn't it? Okay, balance out, because I know you're probably like, okay, I'm probably pretty done here. Draw those knees in. Nice deep breath. Beautiful. We're going to roll over onto our side. All right. This should feel good. Lengthen out that center now. Find your neutral in this sideline position. It's really important. Your body needs to look like it would if you were standing up, which means your head is down. Please do not prop your head up, right? Take your head down. If you need a block, you need a blanket, you need a pillow to put your head on here, that's fine. But please keep your neck nice and long. Shoulders are down, ribs down. Now from those hips, you're going to take that top leg, flex the feet first, and then take the top leg. Reach that top foot and touch the floor past that bottom foot. Do you feel how that moves and it picks your waist up off the floor, off the mat? It makes it nice and light. And then just stack that foot, top foot right back into that position, right? Flexing your feet. Abs are tight, connect with your breath. Good. All right, you're nice and still. Now, here we go. We'll take that top leg up with the heel and down with the heel. I like to start here because I want you to pay attention to the neutral in your hip. The reason I want you to keep this neutral, which keeps your waist light, is because you're practicing stability at your hip. If we go back to what I said earlier about mobility, we're so used to just flinging ourselves around and there's like no intentionality in it and we're not getting the benefit. So stabilize the hip, right? Don't fling, stabilize. How high you're coming up should not be very high. So look at your leg. If you're going way up here, you aren't keeping your hips still. I love you. I'm not meaning to be rude. I am being a little less PC because I keep saying that every session. I'm giving you what I've seen in class for years. And sometimes I just don't say it because I'm in front of people, you know what I mean? Like I work with it without having to say it, but I can't, I'm not with you, so I can't see you. I need to be a little bit more. Hold it up there. Are you ready? Your heels up, toes down, a little percussive breath. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. So this is about the stability in those hips, maintaining neutral, so keeping your core tight and getting that range of motion, right? Here we go, hold, point that toe, sideline side circles. Draw that circle, so reach the toe as far as you can. Come on, reach and draw the circle on the opposite wall. Now pay attention at your waist, keep going. At your waist, is your waist off of that mat? Are you keeping it nice and still? Yeah, hold. Go the other direction with your leg. Stabilize through that center. Your hand can be on the mat in front of you or on your hip. So if you're on the mat, it's gonna be more stable. On your hip, a little less stable. Okay, you ready? Hold. You burning yet? You ready? We're gonna go sideline side kicks. Hang in there with me. Bring your feet about 45 inches forward, 45 degrees forward, right? Waist is still off the mat. Right, you're gonna take that top leg, kick forward, and point, reach back. Exhale, exhale, inhale. If you need to see where I'm at, you can do that and reach. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Hang in there, we're almost done. Come on, keep that waist up off that mat, neutral through those hips. Give it one more, last one, and hold, and bring it in. Now take that top leg. Bend it, open up your hips. Okay, do you see that? Like we're just rocking back on the hip so then our weight is on that bottom butt cheek. The sole of the top foot is resting comfortably on the mat behind you. Okay? Knees up to the ceiling of that top leg. Bottom foot flex. Now you're gonna lift up for that inner thigh. This gives you a nice big range of motion on your inner thigh. And it also relieves your outer thigh. Because I know that outer thigh was probably burning by the time we were done with that series. Take it up. Come on, beautiful, take it up. Now you're gonna hold it halfway. Hold it, your foot's flexed. Are you using the energy in the inner thigh of that lower leg, right? Now lift it up a little higher. Relax your shoulders and your neck. It's not about that, it's about your leg. Lift it up 100%. Come on, hold, flex your foot. Now you're ready, here we go. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Come on, press it up. Are you feeling your inner thigh? Feel awkward yet? And ready, hold, now make it big, 4 of them. Reach, come on, 3. And last one, bring it down. Whew, rock it in, walk it up. Show me that lovely face. Swing that top leg in. How's your outer thigh, you okay? I don't have my glasses on, so then I can't see your faces when I'm way back there. Are you grinning? Right? Do you feel that outer thigh? We good? Good. All right, lean into it. Nice deep breath. Okay, take your legs out nice and wide now. Out wide. Cleaning the floor here with my butt. Open up. I know we got the other side. We'll release on both sides. So come up and out of those hips. So keep your sits bones down. And then open that chest. Lengthen your spine. Good. Lean forward into just a little bit. Or a lot if you want to. Don't you love those people who've got that full range of motion, the flexibility in their hips where they do this stretch and they're like all the way down to the floor? Yeah, never been me. All right, I have increased my flexibility through Pilates, but all right, let's go to the other side. You're gonna tell me if I miss one. Let's find your neutral, you know this. Head down, neck long, block, pillow, blanket, whatever you need. Abs tight, connect with your breath. All right, top leg, top toe, touch and reach. Feel that waist nice and light on your mat. Put your feet back into that flexed, shoulders relaxed. Hand on the mat for more stability, hand on your hip for less. Here we go, lift and bring it down. Pay attention to your waist, right? If your waist is pushing down into the mat and lifting up, that means you're not stabilizing through your hips. Intentionality will pay off, I promise. Come on, you got it. Inhale, exhale. Up with the heel, down with the heel. Get that internal, external rotation at your hip. So important for the health of our hips. Guys, you gotta get that mobility. We gotta loosen them up. And hold it up there this time. Heel is up, toe is down, and little percussive breath. Do you feel more awkward on one side than another? The imbalances of the body, right? And hold. Now, point that toe. You ready? Reaching it, sideline side circles. Come on, draw the circle. Reach the toe away from you. Reach, reach, reach. Come on, hang in there, you got it. Don't put your energy in your foot, put it in your hip, and then go the other way. Come on, breathe, connect to that breath. Pay attention to where you're at. You got it, come on, circle it around. How we doing? You got it, I know you're strong. Proud of you. And hold. Good, now you ready? Take those legs about 45 in front of you. Keep your hips neutral, waist off that floor. You ready? Here we go. Kick forward, sideline, side kick, and reach. Flex your foot as you come forward. Point and reach as you go back. You got it. Come on. You can do it. Really reach, come on. Flex that foot, feel the nice stretch in your hamstring. Open through that hip flexor as you reach back. Beautiful. And finish up and hold. Bring those legs back and in. Take that top leg, bend. Open up the hips. You're on the side of that lower butt cheek now. Knee of that top leg is straight up to the ceiling. Sole of your foot is nice and comfortable on the mat. Bottom leg, flex that foot. Inner thigh lift, here we go. Exhale up. Come on, you can do it. You're squeezing that inner thigh. Nice full range of motion, keep going. If this is feeling awkward, you need to adjust your body. And I'll say this, you know, that so often we push through something and it feels really awkward when we need to just adjust our bodies because we are made for movement. And the movements that we're doing where you might feel the strengthening, they're not going to feel awkward and uncomfortable other than the pain. Hold it up there, other than the energy you're working at, right? But it's not going to be an awkward movement. Take it up a little higher. You're holding, your energy's in that inner thigh. Does that make sense? Bring it up. Come on. And I know coordination and body movement, we're all different, but our bodies are made to move. Here we go. Percussive breath. Come on, we can do this. Squeeze that upper inner thigh. Relax your shoulders. Relax your feet and hold. Here we go. Make it big. Just 4. When you're done, bring it down, tuck it in, and walk it up. Woo! Lovely. Take that top leg, bring it in front of you, smile. There you go, and lean into it. I love these outer thigh stuff, don't you? Woo! Hold, hold, hold. Good. Honestly, the more that I'm learning about how heal your body, heal your mind, the more convinced I am about Pilates and just how important it can be in healing all of this. So take it over into quadruped. Our bodies hold the stories of our lives, and oftentimes we think it's just in our mind, but our body holds it too. All right, so knee under hip, wrist under shoulder. Roll your shoulders back and down, drawing your shoulder blades to your hips. Okay, belly button to spine, so your core is engaged. Now lengthen through your tailbone, through the crown of your head. Find your length in your spine. Girls, no sagging and no arching, please. Come back in center and just hold. Good, connect with your breath. Remember, it's always that breath in the rib cage, opening and closing. Now make sure that your weight is shifted evenly on your hands and your knees. So you've got weight on both, right? Evenly distributed, I should say. Come up into cat, draw 6 and 12 together, belly button to spine, and drop it to cow. Up into cat. All of your energy, guys, in your center. Inhale and open and stretch. Exhale up. Feels good. Inhale. Hold your neutral when you get there, distributing your weight evenly, and reach it out into opposite arm, opposite leg lift. Okay, so I'm gonna go into right some options right from here. Your hips are neutral. You're reaching through your toe and reaching through your fingertips, but please keep your shoulder blade pulling down toward your hip. Okay, here's your option. Pick up that foot. You're distributing your weight evenly between your hand and your knee. So this is, I'm moving up in options, right? If you just need the experience of one arm or one leg up at a time, you're gonna stay there, right? Please don't add options that are not good for you. You're listening to your body and what do you need? And bring it in, switch sides. And quite honestly, what you need today might be different from what you needed yesterday. So lengthen, belly button, come on, shoulder blade pulling down. Pick that foot up if you want. Please be kind to yourself. Especially in this season, there's so much craziness around us. Be kind to your body. Listen to it, listen to what it's saying to you. and what it needs. Don't push it past where you need to and bring it in. Switch sides. Now, I'm going to leave it up to you whether you keep your foot up or down. And I'm going to add a little bit of movement with this. Elbow to knee inside and extension. Keep up and out of the shoulder and the hip and find your length. It's going to be more difficult with your foot up, obviously. And if you are doing one arm or one leg, then you can just do this, right, with one of those. Always modify as needed. Hold it when you get out there. And now here, ready? We're going to take our arm out to the side like a T, and we're going to take our leg out to the other side and hold. Keep your tabletop, weight distributed, and bring it back neutral and hold, and bring it in. Switch sides. Good. So good. So fight for that balance if you're on your knee and your hand with your foot up, but fight with your balance in all of it. So you switch sides. Here we go. We're going to add our movement. We're only adding if that's what's good for us. And a lot of times, this is why I'm giving you lots of options, because we all need different things. I can feel I'm less stable on this side, on this knee, than I was on my other. Find your length. Come on, up and out of the shoulders. Hold it out there when you get there. Arms straight out to the side like a T. Leg out to the other side and hold. Guys, fight for your balance. Use those inner stabilizers. Keep your breath work. And bring it back neutral. And bring it in. Now sit it back, child's pose. Good job. And you'll see, like, on Facebook, on the video, you'll see that I definitely struggle more. I have more instability on that left side with that left knee down. Come up on your fingertips. Nice deep breath into your back. Really open it up. Okay, we're gonna go into some back work here. So if you need anything, let me know. Please take a break whenever you need to. We're gonna come all the way down onto our belly. Prone. Now, find your neutral. Reach your toes. I had a girl in class a long time ago. She's like, I hate laying prone. Like the girls get in the way. I was like, well, some of us have more issue with that than others, right? Palms down. My thighs are what get in the way, man. Draw your 6 o'clock forward. Ribs down. Lengthen through the head and neck. Shoulders roll back and down. Palms on your mat. Your body's down, so you're not lifted into extension. You're down here. Just found your neutral. Now connect with your breath. Keep going. So the beauty of being right here, especially with this posterolateral breath work, is now you're able to really feel, right? The proprioception on the mat underneath you is important, so you can feel the movement of your rib cage. And this breath, is so important to continue to work on. So important. You will gain more strength. You will oxygenate your system better. You will work this class and gain more benefits from it the more you do this. And we all know that breath work really settles us and brings us into the moment, and that's regardless of where you are. So it's really important to be able to take these deep, full breaths. So now you're connected and you've got your 6 o'clock pulled forward. It's really important because of your lower back, right? You've got to keep your 6 o'clock pulled forward, engaging the lower abdominal to protect your lower back. Good. All right. Now, we got these. Let's pull it up into flight 1. Inhale up, exhale down. Beautiful. Inhale up, exhale down. So you are looking down at your mat as you lift. Keep going. And you are reaching the crown of your head away from you, because so often, keep going. So often what I see when I work with people in class is their head and their neck come up, and then they feel that pinch in the back of their neck. They're looking up as opposed to looking down. right? So long neck, right? Just if you keep thinking about long neck, that's really important. Yeah, eyes down. That spinal extension, you're trying to really reach through the top of your head. Yay. Okay, stay there. Hold up. Hold it up. Can you come up 1 more inch? Palms are down. And bring it down slowly. And now flight 2. Float the sides above the mat and bring it down. Inhale up. All right, girls, you are working here now on your glutes. Please keep that 6 o'clock, your pubic bone connected to the floor, touching the floor. You're reaching your toes as far away from you as you can, and you're squeezing your butt cheeks as you lift. So pay attention in this. I've had so many people through the years where, it sounds funny, but it's true. One butt cheek will fire and the other one doesn't. Or they fire unequally. Can you pay attention to that contraction in your glutes? Again, part of this is just listening to your body and what you're holding and where things are, where strength is, where energy is. And it gives us windows into who we are. I know it sounds weird, but it's not. It's so cool. The body just holds things. So pay attention. Squeeze those glutes, fire them. And then you're going to hold it up there when you get there. All right, you ready? We're going to take the legs out in a V. Come back, touch your heels. Inhale out, touch your heels. Squeeze those glutes. You got it. All right, now you're going to hold the heels together. Toes are out just slightly and bring the legs down. Adjust as you need to. Now we're going to go flight 1 and 2. Inhale up. Keep those heels together. Drop it down. Reach through your pinky as you come up. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hold it up there this time. Hold it up. You ready? Take those arms out to the side. Bring your arms up overhead. Bring your arms out in a V. You can set your legs down if you want. All right, we're going to grab on like we're holding that pulley, and we're going to draw our elbows back and down to our hips. Inhale overhead. Energy in your glutes. Now you're doing a lat pull down. So it's like you're coming here and pulling those elbows down and in. Reach. Go slowly as you go overhead. Come back down, really engage right through those lats. Latissimus dorsi, got it. Yes, put your feet down if you need to. And you're gonna hold your elbows back down and in. All right, drop your feet slowly. Now you're gonna rock to the right, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, center. Rock left, look over left shoulder. Inhale, center. Hold it to the right, hold. Now reach your right hand down towards your right foot and extend your left arm overhead. Exhale, looking over that right arm. Inhale, come center, bend those arms right where you were. Look over the left and rotate. Left arm goes down to the feet. Right arm overhead, looking over the left shoulder. Exhale. Inhale, center, come together. Now, do that a little quicker. Reach. 1 up, 1 down. Come center. Reach. Inhale. 2 more. 1 more each side. And last one. And bring it in. Tuck your hands under, even pressure hands, knees, toes. Come up to quadruped. Whew, how's your back doing? You good? Inhale up. And exhale it down. Keep going. How's your back? You okay? Can see your faces. Right? Mara, you're so dark. It's all night there. I can see your little self. But only if I really look. All right, nice deep breath. Doesn't that feel good to come up into the cat and bring it down? Yes. All right, good. Connect your breath 1 more. Finish that up. Come back. Beautiful. All right, you're going to reach it back, sit on those heels, and take a seat. Good. All right, move the meat. Smile, because you're glad you're here. Sun shines out today. Well, Marlene, I know it's evening, so the sun has gone down for you. All right, find that length in your spine. So let's get our extension, right? Extension, tailbone, crown of your head. Yeah, you're not leaning forward, you're not leaning back, you're doing your best to just sit as tall as you are going to get. Some of us, a little taller than others of us, and that's okay. It's one of the reasons I do Pilates, my friends. I gotta keep the length of my spine. I don't have any inches to lose. All right, ready? Spine stretch. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, come over. Guys, be really intentional in this. I know it's one of those smaller exercises, but actually one of the hardest ones for anybody to do. Your shoulders and neck are relaxed. You are bending from right underneath your ribs. Feel it. Am I bending from right underneath my ribs? Am I pulling my belly button to my spine, keeping my core engaged? If I were sitting against the wall, is my lower back staying against that wall and I'm just peeling my upper back to my bra strap off the wall and then placing it right back up on the wall? Exhale. And inhale, come up. Give it one more. Are you feeling your energy right underneath your ribs? And hold it up. Beautiful. All right. I'm going to turn so you can see this. I want your feet about shoulder width apart. Okay. And arms are going to come out. We're going to go into spine twist first. Okay. So you're going to rotate to that right. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. You are driving your opposite rib to your opposite hip and then coming back center, sitting tall. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. Drive the rib to hip, look over the back. And as you come center, sit as tall as you possibly can get. Now, if you want to add some power, it's exhale, exhale, inhale. And if you know these, just kick right into this whenever you want to, right? The body alignment is more important than taking the next option, which is why I start where I do. It's called safety and effective. Safe and effective. All right. Balance out for you. Hold it back to the center. Now, give me your eyes for a second. We did spine stretch and then we did spine twist. The combination of those two is saw. So give me your eyes, right? You rotate like spine twist and you come down like spine stretch. Come up, stack, reach. Rotate, spine stretch. So you notice from this angle, right? I'm gonna come rotate. I'm bending from my rib cage. So I'm pausing in this one because this is what I normally see. This is lovely. You're getting a good hamstring stretch, but you're not working saw. I love you. Saw is the combination of spine twist and spine stretch. Rotate, pull that belly button to spine. It takes a lot more intentionality than just moving from your hips and reaching towards your pinky toe. Right? I love you. Do it right. Don't move from your hips, but you've got to pay attention. Are you hinging at your hip or are you hinging from your rib? It's a big difference. You've really got to pull your belly button to spine to make sure that you're bending from the rib cage and not from your hips. Are you going to hurt yourself if you're doing this? No. Just know that you're not doing saw, and that's fine. Love you. All right, balance out. It's just a more complicated exercise than a lot of people think that it is because they lack the intentionality and just like, ooh, ooh, here we go. So love you. All right, here we are. Let's take it down into partial roll down, right? So there's your spine stretch. 6 o'clock pulls forward, come back, hold it here. So this is another thing that I really find is that hip movement for people is difficult. If you need to come up a little higher, do it. But you're moving from the pelvis. So I want you to find your sits bones and then sacrum, right? Rock your 6, pull your 6. Nothing else is moving. I mean, you're feeling it in your legs, but the power is here. Do you feel how your pelvis rocks in that? Yes. Rock it back onto your sacrum and hold. And now roll it up. Feel your sits bones and then uncurl. Each position is important. Rib cage, roll it back, Inhale, keep the 6 o'clock forward because that's what you did. You went to your sacrum and roll it up. Now you found your sits bones when you came into your neutral, and go up one rib cage at a time. So another thing I see with this one all the time is that people will come here and reaching up and down. I love you. If you want to go all flammy on that and you want to make it big, you go. It's not going to hurt you. For me, what I want to teach you is intentionality of movements, and that's why I slow that down. Rib cage, right? It's that spine switch. Rock to your sacrum. Pull that 6 o'clock forward. Feel it. Uncurl one at a time. That intentionality of movement in the pelvis and the engagement of energy in your core is so important. So important. All right. So you can stay here on that partial roll up, partial roll down. We're going to go into full roll down, full roll up. And I'm actually today going to take you into a teaser or partial teaser if you want. Okay. Rib cage all the way down. You're listening to your body, keeping your core engaged. Now, if you're cheating, you know you need to slow that down and decrease your range of motion. Cheating would be or any form of that, or elbows pulling yourself up. Good. Keep it small, controlled. Yeah. All right, so if you want to take it into a teaser, you can keep with any of those that I've just given you, partial roll down, full roll down, or move it into more of a teaser, which when you come down, your knees come into shove, and you keep those legs there, and you come up into it, right? Keeping that 6 o'clock pulled forward, you're on your sacrum. Roll it down one vertebrae at a time. That might be the harder part. Exhale. Good. And roll it down. Beautiful job. And bring it down. Keep your focus and control and that energy in the center. Keep going. What I find, that's what I just did. I'll bring my energy up in my shoulders. That's not where we want our energy. When we're coming up, we don't want it in our neck and our shoulders. We want it in our center. But I can feel at times I'm like, my shoulders want to kick in. So just be mindful of those. When you get up, I want you to hold it up. Okay? You can keep your feet down or up. Right? We're going to lengthen right leg. We're almost there, ladies. Hang in. One more. Extension, left leg. Your knee doesn't need to go straight, really. We're in scooped position. Our abs are tight. Option, both legs. And in. Both legs. And in. Now, hold it down. Bring your spine up into extension. Holding on your sacrum. Right? We're going to prepare for V-sit. Option, right leg. In. You can also have your hands on your mat. Left leg. Good. You don't need to straighten your legs out or lock that knee. Option, both legs into your V-sit and in. You can also bring your hands up, shoulders down, and bring it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale. One more. Hold and bring it in and rock it in. Woo. You guys rock. We're getting time. We're good. Woo, you rock. How you feeling? We good? Nice deep breath up. Exhale it out. Good. Big breath up. Lovely. Reach it, reach, 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 reach. Exhale down. Good. Hold it down. I want you to release those hip flexors and just sit nice and tall. Find your sits bones. Walk your fingertips out, drawing those shoulders down. Take ear to shoulder. I'm going to unmute you in just a second. Swing it around. Other side. Beautiful. Bring it in. Look it up. Look over that right shoulder. Keep connecting with that breath. Look over that left. And then reach forward, shoulders down. So guys, you're coming into that scooped position, rocking your sacrum. Shoulders are down. You're opening your back. Breathe into your back. Rock to the right. Rock left. Open and open up through that chest. Drop the hands down and just really open up through the chest. Bring your arms up, head to ceiling. Give yourself a pat on the back. You look awesome. Take it across. Woo. And bring it out. Switch sides. Are you beautiful today? Always is the answer. So I'll hear you in a minute because I'll unmute you. Up, up, up. Pat yourself on the back. So today or tomorrow, Mar, maybe tonight, reach it up. Make sure you find somebody else to pat on the back as well. All right, bring it around. Take those legs out nice and wide. Whew. All right, so those of you on Facebook, I am actually going to stop this for now. I want you to finish out your stretching if you need to. Turn to the right, come down. Do a couple more stretches in your quads if you need that, in through your core. All right, bring it all the way down. And please make sure, hold that there, guys. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, you let me know. All righty. So I will follow up on Facebook. All right, take it to the front, guys, and just come all the way forward. You can, if you guys will unmute, I don't know why, it gives me a mute all, but not an unmute all. And I'm like, well, why not? So just unmute, because it's more fun. There we go. Yay. It's more fun when we can chat, but I just like taking it offline. Because otherwise, sometimes when you're online, and it just kind of comes across, and then that speaker view changes and all the rest of it. So, okay, legs out in front, and just take that right leg over, sit up nice and tall. Draw that up and in, and just, the biggest thing is you've got to sit tall here, so head to ceiling. All right, so what's going on in the world out there? How you feeling? How you feeling? How'd you do?
That was a really good one. It was hard, but it was good.
Yeah, tell me if they get too hard. Yeah, I can. No. So tell me if they get too hard. Seriously, draw that knee over, come up and in. Like, this is where I need your feedback, and that's why I'm asking, because this is for you. It's not necessarily for me. So if I'm pushing it.
I think it's good how you give the options, because I don't think it's too hard for anybody then.
Okay. That's the goal.
Yeah, I like how you layer it. Like, you can stay here or you can go here. And I love how you keep us from going over the place. Because that's how we were, like, taught for a long time.
I know, right?
Yeah,
so butterfly those legs. That has been the biggest thing that I've noticed, is it really is actually complete lack of body awareness and no intentionality. And so we just kind of fling ourselves all over the place, and then we wonder why our shoulders hurt or our back hurts. We're just not, yeah, so it's good. I know I'm being a little less PC. But I'm just going from what I'm seeing in my head from so many classes and trying to speak into those places because I'm not with you. So hopefully that's helpful.
I like how long you hold each position, Sharon. Like, I don't like sideline, and sometimes I think, oh, are we going to be done? Are we going to be done? Are we going to be done with that yet? But you seem to hold it like the perfect amount of time where I'm not in the bad pain, but it's still effective. So you know how long to hold things.
Well, thanks. Yay, because that's the goal, right? You want to feel it, but if you get into that bad pain, and that's where you listen to your body is so important, right? If you get into that bad pain, you know you need to take a break. All right, drop that back knee, come up onto that front one. Because what ends up happening there, have you noticed this, is when you're open and lean back, shoulders down, just open through that core. When you get into the bad pain, do you notice how that's all that you can think about? And it kicks you out of like actual effectiveness, really. Lean to the right, and then back left. Yay, well, thank you. I appreciate the feedback. It's really important to me because I really want to know how you're doing, because that's what it's about. Shift your weight back. Keep that toe pointed, and then just lean into it. How are you guys feeling these days with all the craziness around us with Masks, no masks, corona, no corona, politicians. There's a lot going on. How are you guys doing? Toe up.
I just want
Feel
it
like
to
you're
be
handling,
over.
right? Feel like you're
Hey,
handling stress okay, or go ahead.
I have to go. I have to
Okay.
work in a little bit and take Jeff somewhere. So love you. See you,
I
Mark.
love you too, sis.
Bye.
All right, switch legs. Eugene, whatever you stretched on the other side, make sure you stretch on this side. Before
Yep,
you go. You did? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Balance. Yep. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Hey,
Love
let
you
me know
too.
if you got your stuff.
Oh, I did yesterday. So
Yay. Okay. Take a before picture.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you have to share it, but take a before picture.
okay.
All right, drop your hips down. How about the rest of you with all that's going on? Mar, what's happening in South Africa there? Drop that knee, come up.
Not a whole lot. Nothing's changed. The
No?
president tonight on TV tonight, so we're hoping maybe something will change, but it doesn't look like it.
How many restrictions do you have right now? Like, how far can you go? Are you still pretty restricted, or?
We're still pretty restricted. We can only stay in our province. But I mean, we can
Stick
go outside.
back. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Toe pointed. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how there's different things all over the world.
Yeah.
All right, and then pull that toe up and just lean back into it.
Still no commercial flights in and out of the country.
Wow, that's nuts.
They have repatriation flights, which is just a one-way ticket out of here, and they charge a lot, and you have to go through the embassy to get on them.
Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, it's
Bring it in.
needed to, but we just had some friends leave, I think it was last week. And the other scary thing about flying internationally like that is the chance of getting COVID. So both of these people ended up, that she just sent a message saying she and her husband both tested positive.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's nuts.
Risk when you get on an airplane with how many hundreds of other people.
Right, isn't that the truth? Well, it's so good to see you ladies today. Thank you for playing.
Thank you very much, Sharon.
Love you. Mwah. Thank you
So
for
much.
being here.
Thanks.
You are welcome. And remember, you're beautiful today.
So are you.
Always.
And every day. There we go.